Hey y'all, this is Allison hanging out my space to craft, and I'm doing another title page for my 6x8 Disney album. This is the EPCOT title that I created on my Cricut. You can go back and watch that video. And I have a few pieces of paper that I've pulled that are a little bit bright and happy, just EPCOT. I have pulled this ledger paper out, but I didn't love the white paper on top of it, and it just didn't feel very Christmassy or Epcot-y. So I'm going to hide most of it, but I decided to ink the parts that would show and make them a little bit of a mottled green, and I'm much happier with that look. So I'm using my darkest green, I think Wilderness Forest, and then I'm going to pull out Mowed Lawn, which is a little bit brighter. And I'm okay, I'm not trying to get this super smooth and even looking. I want it to be a little mottled. Now I'm adding a little bit of this slightly brighter green, just so it's not too much one note. And I am trying to clean because the back of this paper can be used as well, and I don't want to have to completely cover it with other papers if I don't want to, because it is it's designed as a full piece as well. I, for some reason, had my paper in here crooked, so I'm just cutting approximately 4x6, two 4x6 papers, and I'm just going to layer them on here. And again, it's because I didn't love the ledger look for EPCOT. I wanted something a little more festive. And remember, on these title pages, I'm also trying to make sure that I still have room for a group photo with the appropriate icon in the background. So the ball in this case. So we'll be taking a picture with the ball, and that will appear on here. I'm going to fussy cut that soldier. And I guess a German style Nutcracker soldier is appropriate for EPCOT, since there is a Germany in there. And I decided to follow the line of the paper that I put down for the title. Again, I'm trying to make each of these title pages look a little unique. I'm not making them all look exactly the same, but I am using all of these two-hole punched papers rather than the page protectors for them. So that's my consistency, that those papers are the sort of divider sections in the journal for each of our days. We're probably going to stick to one park a day, but we do have park hopper passes, so we'll see. We'll have flexibility. If a park closes early because they're having a party or whatever that we're not going to, then we can run over to another park that evening, if we so choose. So I want to include space for a date also on each page. This side is feeling a little heavy to me, so this is going to end up moving. I was just trying to hide that his feet were not complete, but I like the balance of this better, creating a little bit of that triangle. And I'm just looking for any other items that might work on here. And there are some stars, I think, in the Vicki Boutin that came on the laser cuts with the album. and I'm going to use a few of those. And just create a few little layers. And I'll reserve probably the rest for when I have the photo. I'll probably add a few more layers, you know, mat the photo and things like that. I'm just not predetermining the size of the photo because until I have them and can, you know, crop it and print it to a size that will work on this page. So it's going to be more making the photo work for this, but I don't want to constrict myself too much. Now I'm just looking for a few little circular elements to add. This is the Disney pack. Just looking for elements that will work from the 2 or 3 different, I guess 3 different ephemera packs that I have for this. I've got them all sitting in a little triple bin at the top of my desk. I had also thought about adding a border between these 2 papers, but I'm glad I didn't. It would have made it a little probably too busy, and you wouldn't probably have ended up seeing it with photos and everything else. So still looking. The greens are not really right for in this pack. This is the Say Cheese Christmas pack. Those will come in very handy on the photo pages. Just looking for anything here that I can either cut something out, it's just feeling a little empty at this point, but I think I may actually even just give up and not use anything. I'm going to cut this little flag out. I like the flag. And it's on a journal box, but it's okay. I don't necessarily need the journal box, but I'm going to make use of it. I think I'm going to save that candy. It reminds me of It's a Small World ride. So if we have pictures from It's a Small World, I'm going to use that candy on there because it's very much like the decor in It's a Small World. So I like adding that there because it adds a third triangle balance element there. I think I'm going to end up moving that star too. Now I've just used my circle punch, and on the back side of that little journal box, I've just cut out some circles because I wanted circular elements, and now I have that scrap that I probably couldn't do much else with. So I'm just going to add some circular elements to my embellishment clusters. And we're going to see how things come out. I think I'm going to move those to the bottom. So now each little cluster has at least 3 elements. And I'm moving this down so that it's a little more tied in to the title and not quite so floating up there, and I have that little space next to the title. Now I'm going to use some enamel dots. I'm going to do 3 little sets of enamel dots on here. And this page is done. So please give this video a thumbs up. I'm enjoying making use of my Cricut titles that I made and sort of prepping these pages to get ready for my trip. So thanks a lot, you guys, and come on back to My Space to Craft for more videos.